Attracting women, the cookie jar theory. Hey, all right, so today's video here, I'm going to try to give you a new way of interacting with women to attract women and what I am now calling the cookie jar theory. So this is a lot of credit goes to my man Chris, aka Spartan Prince. We had a personal coaching session. And we were discussing something, and then, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give you a little clip of part of our session that came across what we talked about is like the cookie jar theory. So I'm going to play the clip for you, and remember, this just came up completely organically, so it's not always the perfectly thought out, but I'm going to let you hear that clip, get your own kind of idea of it, and then at the end of the video, I'm going to come back in here with my thoughts a little more collected and give you more of a recap of the cookie jar theory. Enjoy it, and you can use this with women all around you all the time now. I kind of see it almost like this. Women are like a kid that is like going to the pantry in their house, and it's like if you don't label the jar saying you can't have this, or if you don't put a rule down, a standard, you don't agree on something, they are going to like reach their hand in every single jar, and they're just going to get into all sorts of mischief. So the way that I'm kind of seeing this with you is like when a girl opens up a jar, like a conversation, it's almost like, let's just say that she sticks her hand in this like cookie jar here, and this one was about you not reaching out to her. Okay, so this is one that's come up with you before, like you're not reaching out. So let's say you not reaching out, whatever. So she reaches her hand in, and she decides she's gonna grab this cookie, and so she says, "Hey, you know, I can be upset with you. My friends tell me I can be upset with you because you're not reaching out. Every other guy's reaching out. Why aren't you reaching out? I can be upset." So she's going to reach in, and she's going to keep taking these cookies until you, as the parent, set a rule on this. You put your standard on this. And so the way that I would do that, and is I'm always the smiley, you're always the happy but firm parent. This is all coming to me right now, so hopefully this makes sense. Okay, so like she's reaching in, and you're just like, nah. But you're not going to scream at her. You're not going to yell at her. You're just like, no, you know what? That's not okay. Yeah. Like if she pushes something that you can feel it too, because in the way that I know this is true is because what's going to happen is she's going to get in here and she's going to see how you react. If she says that, hey, you're not reaching out to me, and you as the parent go, oh, you're right, that's my fault. The reason why is because of my background in this and my background in this. I mean, what you're doing as the parent is you're justifying her eating that cookie. Right. You're giving her an okay to eat that cookie. And so what she will do is she's next time is going to try to take 2 cookies. So she knows, when anytime that Chris is, if I'm mad at Chris for anything, I can reach into this cookie jar and I can make Chris feel guilty until he does something I want. And she's going to get 2 cookies out of you. At Christmas time, she's going to get 6 times the presents of all the other kids because she's manipulating you. Right. So you as the parent, you decide when she reaches into a cookie jar, you have to be firm. And this is why when I say like, if I say to a guy like, hey, if a girl is going to treat me one way and I just say, hey, I'm happy living my life, I don't need you in my life, I'm enjoying my life, I don't need you, you're a bonus to it. If I say that, but then it's Saturday night and I go, man, my life sucks without her, and I text her and go, hey, I want to see you, I miss you. I literally lost my role as a parent there. She no longer can trust, and that cookie jar is wide open. It's way harder to like put a rule on the cookie jar after you've already broken your own rule.
Gotcha. Okay. So that's what the mistake that I made in that conversation is kind of right there on the justifying her behavior almost in a way. Like
Absolutely.
I'm agreeing with the fact that I haven't reached out to you and that was a problem. So, gotcha. All right.
It's a problem when you both agree it's a problem. It's a problem.
Yeah.
But if she thinks it's a problem and you don't, who says it's a problem?
Right. Okay.
And that's where I go, hey, if I trust the guy is going to have morals about it, I'm very happy to instill that mindset in a guy because you know the morals of right and wrong.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not like if you're doing something outrageous to her and you go, well, it's not, I don't think it's wrong. It's like, I would check you on that. That would be, if it's hurting her, that's wrong. But this is not wrong with what you're doing at all. Like, so, and then what I think you did a good job on with the cookie jar here, she tried to reach into this cookie jar. It's, who are you seeing?
Yeah.
Who are you seeing? She tried to reach into that cookie jar, Chris. Who you seeing? And what a lot of guys do is they justify this. Oh, I'm not seeing anyone because if I was, you should be mad at me and all that. They put themselves in this guilty. They justify her anger or her snooping into that cookie jar. So, yeah, the way you answer it, you dance around or you just laugh. You're never upset though. You're just laughing. You're just like, whatever. Hey, nah, that's not a serious question. Move on. Let's talk about something real. Like I can literally say that to girls. And I don't know how easy that is to say. I guess you have to be really comfortable to say that. But I can just say, nah, that's not a serious question. Get out of here. Don't even start that one with me. Like, let's just move on from that. That's not real. And it's so funny. And because I was a teacher, I literally see when you set boundaries with kids, boom, it happens. You see when they follow them. Once you set that standard, they know it, they follow it. You can actually see when it's in place. Same with women. I kid you not. It's like, I just go, no, don't pull that on me. Don't act like that. Like, we're going to have fun tonight. I don't want this drama. Are you cool with that? We're going to hang out and have no drama tonight. Is that fine? Fine. Okay. And I go, all right, we're having fun from here on out. Pinky promise me. And if you bring up any drama, then you have to take an article of clothing off. Like those are the type of games I literally will say and play. And when you have that ownership, you set the cookie jar, you set the rules, and then you can give her the cookies as rewards, basically. That's kind of when we get into the compliments are rewards type thing. It's like, she wants this compliment. She wants this little... And so what girls will do... Actually, this, I don't know if this can completely connect, but when girls want compliments, normally they will poke a hive that they can make a guy feel guilty on. Why aren't you reaching out? And then they can get the compliment they want because they're making you feel guilty. You come over here. I'm so sorry. I'm beautiful. You know, you're so beautiful. I should have known better. They get their compliment. And then the whole game is just manipulation for them. That's fun for them. Not in an evil way. It's not like women consciously know this, but that engages them. So in that same way, with women, if they know that they have to get compliments a certain way, and I don't let them get compliments in any of these nonsense ways. She knows the way to get in my compliment cookie jar. You know, it was like, send me nudes, be really nice to me, give me a back rub. All of these things, be really sweet. Those are how she gets my compliment cookie jar. Not any of these other ways, but because I'm so firm on my rules, she has to come to this cookie jar as opposed to getting it from trying to like manipulate into guilt.
Okay, and so she has to play by your rules in order to get the cookies.
Exactly. In order to get the cookies, she's got to play by your rules if she wants the cookies. And a very good distinction on that, though, is that some guys hear this, right? And they go, well, and if I tell a guy, well, you're texting back a little quickly, she's going to see neediness. He goes, no, I don't care. I want to text her back. She has to play by my rules. And this is where I got to go. Okay, man, but you have to understand, you have to create the value of your cookies or she won't want any, right? If they're 2-week-old gross moldy cookies and she could get a pack of Chips Ahoy freshly sealed cookies over here, she's not going to want your cookies, so that's fine, texting her back all that, but she won't want them. So as long as the way that you're texting her all that, you value your cookies, is that we're relating to it, then absolutely, what you said, it's your way or the highway for that, but it's not that like negative, like you're not going to get any of this, I'm angry at you. It's like, I'm happy, these are great cookies and I could share. Do you want one? If you want a cookie, you're going to have to play by my rules and have fun. or else I'm going to eat these cookies by myself.
Yeah. Hey.
Okay, here's a recap here for the cookie jar theory. More of something you can take away and start using. Here's how I see it. Basically, think of women like children. So you think of a child going to the pantry is how I referred to it. And now just think, basically, you own all of these cookie jars. And each of your own cookie jar is a separate conversation or topic. What's going to happen is women, think of them like an innocent kid. They're going to keep on reaching into your cookie jars and taking more until you, is the owner of these cookie jars, is the stern parent, slap their hand away and kind of go, no. Too many. You can't have that many. No. That's not how this works. You set firm boundaries and then they will follow them. So there you go. That's kind of the recap of this with women. When something comes up, if she gets mad at you about something, if you buy into that, if she says, you don't text me enough, and you go, oh, I don't, I'm so sorry, that right there is open up your cookie jar and you're going, here, take cookies out of this little texting jar here. And then she will keep on taking. She'll find reasons to get mad at you. Well, you should do this. You should. And then she basically just is owning your cookie jar. That is what I mean by this. You got to put a standard on it. It's not a problem unless you also think it's a problem. You're a strong man and you set that standard on your cookie jar and you guard your cookie jar. And then what happens is once you guard it and there's those guidelines, then women will go, okay, I like this guy. This is fun. And then you can slowly remove the lid of the jar and give her a little bit at a time. And that's what women want. They want to fall in love slowly over time by winning a guy's heart over. They don't want a guy to just open up the cookie jar, flood her with everything right away. She wants to earn it. She wants a guy that puts stern boundaries up. So there you go. The cookie jar theory. Let me know what you think about that. Remember, this is kind of brand new in my head. Hopefully it helps you relate to women. Don't forget, subscribe, like, comment, share the video, but definitely subscribe. Peace.